Most people think that if they could just find the right diet or the right exercise plan, their life would finally fall into place. But that's not actually the problem. The real problem is mind clutter, not in the kitchen, not in your schedule, but in your brain. And until that clutter clears, no plan will stick because the brain will always pull you back into the same loops: craving, resistance, procrastination, and emotional eating. And what I want to show you today is something much deeper and much simpler. You don't need more willpower. You need less noise. And before we go any further, if this is already resonating with you, take a second to like and subscribe because this channel is all about helping you break out of those mental loops and actually feel free in your life. Here's what's really happening. Your brain is constantly framing your life. It's trying to solve, predict, protect, but it does it by repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating again. And so, even when you decide you want to eat better or move your body, that decision gets buried under layers of old thought. I've tried before. This won't last. I'll start tomorrow. Just one more time. That's the clutter. And it's not random, it's gravitational. I call it thought gravity, and it pulls you downward into the familiar, not the healthy, the familiar. Let me make this very real for you because this shows up in my own life. I eat really well throughout the day. I exercise almost every day. I do all the things you're supposed to do. But then I sit down at night with my husband and watch TV. Something shifts and I start to snap. I lose control of the consciousness that keeps me healthy while I'm doing something that's numbing my brain. And once I start, it's like a pattern takes over in my body. Salty, then sweet, then salty and sweet, back and forth until the TV goes off. And over the past few months, I've gained about 10 pounds. It's just from that one loop. Now, here's the important part. I'm not sitting there thinking, I want to sabotage myself. It's automatic, it's patterned, it's coming from that cluttered loop in my brain. So instead of trying to fight the habit, I started using my own work on myself because I need to. And this is where everything changes. When I feel that urge, I don't argue with it. I pause. I put space between the urge and the observer mind in my highest consciousness. And I take a breath in and then an exhale slowly. And at the end of that exhale, I wait in the silence, in the seconds where there's nothing happening in my body. And I find that that's the peace that we're all looking for. And that peace is enough to break the habit for a few seconds. It's enough to put a block or space between what you think you want and what you know you want. In that 6 or 8 or even 10 seconds. Because now I'm not in the loop anymore. I'm in the awareness of self from the observer side. And from that place, I check in with my body because your body's always telling you what it needs. We just don't listen. So I'll actually ask my body very simply, what do you want right now? Or I'll ask my stomach, is it okay to eat this? And every time, though it might sound a little unusual, your body tells you exactly what it needs. Sometimes it still says, I want something salty. Maybe it's a little cheese. And that's fine. But here's the difference. Instead of bringing back the whole box of crackers, I'll bring back 5 crackers or 10 crackers, a few small pieces of cheese, and that's it on a plate. And then I sit back down and I check in again. And most of the time, that's enough because I'm no longer feeding the loop. I'm responding from clarity. This is the shift. This is what clearing the clutter actually looks like in a real life. You're not becoming a different person, you're removing what's in the way of your natural intelligence. Because when the brain is noisy, it overrides the body. And when awareness clears, the body can finally be led again. This is where modern psychology and spiritual truth meet because healing doesn't happen through force or push, it happens through interruption. You interrupt the pattern and you step into awareness. And from there, better choices become natural, not forced. So, eating better isn't about discipline, it's about clarity. Exercise isn't about pushing yourself, it's about removing the internal resistance that's been running in the background of your brain. So the next time you feel that craving or that pull or that voice that says, just one more, don't fight it. Listen, pause, breathe, and find that silence between the exhale and the next inhale. And break the loop, put space between it, even for a few seconds. Because in that space, you're no longer reacting, you're choosing. Do I want this? Is it good for me? You need that space to make that choice. And the more you return to that space, the less power those old patterns have over you. Not because you defeated them, but because you stopped feeding them. So this weekend, don't start with a new diet. Start with clearing the clutter. Slow the noise. Find the silence and let your next choice come from there, from the silence. Because when the clutter clears, the right action doesn't feel hard, it feels obvious. And if you want to go deeper into this work and really understand how to break these patterns at the root, I've put a link below to my book, Zeroing Out: Secret to Peace and Personal Power, where I walk you through this step by step process. Subscribe and like this video to help our channels grow, and you have an amazing day.